Good morning, everyone. I, for some reason, decided to pick up my camera today. It is Saturday, December 16th, and I thought I would do kind of like a vlog, a day in the life. I really enjoy watching those. I've never done one before, but I thought it might be fun, especially since I will be doing both book-related and writing-related stuff today. So I'll try and take you on the journey with me, but probably I will be vlogging on my phone, and hopefully the quality will be okay. So yeah, right now I have to lower my hand because this camera is really heavy. It's 10:15 in the morning. Excuse my face, I have no makeup on yet. That's because I had a really late night. We had a Christmas party at work yesterday, and the party was kind of out of town. And it took me an hour to get there and an hour to get back. My hair is a mess. I put a lot of product in it yesterday and it's gonna be bad. But I've showered. I need to eat something for breakfast, and I'll be leaving in like half an hour. Oh, forgot to mention where I'm going. Oh, wonderful. This is going to be so much fun. I'm already not making any sense. So, I have a book club meeting at 11, and we're meeting in a bookshop / cafe. But since I'm on a FODMAP diet right now, it's been over 3 weeks, I think, and I cannot have gluten, lactose, or sugar. It will be probably difficult for me to get anything there, so I'm having a toast and hopefully some coffee right now to make my brain work, because right now it's not. God, who's texting me? Seriously. I don't know if you can tell, but I put on makeup on, and now I'm having coffee. I absolutely hate to rush in the morning, and this is what is happening right now, and I hate it because I have my morning routine, but it's 10:37 right now, and it takes me about 15 minutes to get there. So yeah. Well, if anyone wanted to see how I am in the mornings over the weekend after a very busy week, here you go. This is me. I don't know if I will be able to brush my hair because there's just too much product in it. Oh man, maybe I can braid it. We'll see. Okay, I'm switching to my phone now, ready to leave, but I haven't finished my coffee. Oh my god, it's so good. I couldn't find my, I have a small microphone with a lightning jack for my iPhone specifically. Couldn't find it this morning, so worried about the sound, but just have to, oh, I can see myself. Oh wow, yay. I don't know why I thought that wearing this jacket would be enough in -3, but it's not. Oh well, I'm almost there. So I just came home. I think it's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's almost 4 o'clock. I have a really bad headache, and I have only myself to blame for it, because as I was leaving home, I did not take my pouch. Like, I have a pouch full of different medications, because I get headaches a lot, and they're usually tension headaches. I don't really get migraines. At least I don't think those are migraines. So I have a pouch where I keep different hygiene products, floss, like whatever you might need in case. And I love my pouch. Like, this is my safety blanket. I'd take it with me everywhere. But I was carrying a smaller bag, and I wanted to bring my traveler's notebook, and I didn't put the pouch. And as I was leaving, I kind of thought that I was getting a headache, but I also wasn't sure because I was rushing and gulping down coffee. And then I got to the book club meeting, and it kind of started to develop into a headache, and I had no Advil on me or anything. And our book club meetings they go for 4 hours. I'm not even kidding. We have a set 4-hour time slot in a bookstore. We started at 11 and we left at 3, and it was just getting worse and worse. And as we were leaving, some people decided to go to the Michael's store, and I really wanted to go too. And as I went outside, I kind of felt, oh, it's not too bad, I can handle it. Yeah, so we went to Michael's. I did some shopping. I'll show you what later. But it was just getting worse and worse. So, and I wish we had a drugstore in our way somewhere, but we took Subway. So, and I didn't want to bother anyone. So I just go home, and it's really bad. I just took Advil, and I'm waiting for it to kick in, and I decided to lie down. I'm not even sure if you can. Oh yeah, I can see myself. I have UK flag here, UK flag here. My little furlock bear. I'm surrounded with cutesy stuff. This is my owl, so everything is reddish. I really like it. So I'm going to rest for a bit. Hopefully it will go away. I think it's just a tension headache, or maybe even a blood pressure headache. I get those a lot, especially when the weather changes. And it was really cold for 2 days. I'm sorry, I keep closing my eyes because it's really hurts. Yeah, so I hope it goes away. I have stuff that needs to be done. Yeah. Okay, I am upright again, mostly. It's been half an hour. Advil kicked in, so now I need to make something to eat because it's 4:15 and I haven't eaten anything since 10 a.m. I only had that toast. Because the cafe that we went to didn't have any options for me. Plus, when I have a headache, I cannot really eat. So, oh my god. My apartment is a mess right now. But I'm getting cleaning done tomorrow. So, ooh, bright light. So yeah, I'll, oh my god, no, it's horrible. It's really horrible. Horrible view! Oh my god. Anyway, I am getting something to eat, and I was hoping that I will go to the post office because I have some stuff that I need to return, and also to mail some stuff, but the post office is closing in 45 minutes. I don't think I'll make it, but I still want to go outside once more, and I need to do some writing and some blogging, and I'll take you with me. Oh god. And I will take you with me, and yeah. Okay. So I'm making myself fried eggs with bacon because I eat eggs pretty much for any part of the meal. And here I have just tomato salad with some microgreens. Usually I use balsamic vinegar and olive oil, just salt and pepper, that's it. And I love these microgreens. These ones are arugula microgreens, but I've also tried falafel, I think, and onion. These ones are the best, I think. Well, and I also have some toast, obviously, and water. So I decided against going out. I had my lunch / early dinner, and even though my head feels better, I still kind of not. I don't want to take a risk and go out and have a headache again. So I kept the t-shirt, but I changed into my pajama bottoms, and I have my absolutely favorite, this is a hoodie that I got from a UK company called Blag. It has like a very cool design at the back and a bit of here. No, nothing here, but I absolutely love it. It's super comfortable, 100% cotton, super comfy and super warm, and yeah, I just love it so much. I'm going to do some work done, and I'll do some planning in my planner, as well as maybe, if not some blogging, but I need to respond to some emails. But before that, as I promised, I'll show you what I bought at Michael's. Okay, the light is not very good, I'm sorry about that, but I just don't have it in me to set up lights. So, I got, first of all, this box. Like, it's fairly small, plastic transparent, and I think it will be very good for keeping washi tape, because I do have a big box where I keep some of art supplies and also most of the washies. But I also got more washi, and it wants something on my desk, and this is small and cute, and it was on sale, 40% off, so this is by Recollections. Next, I got several stickers. So I got 2 identical packs of these little stars, because I really like marking my progress with colored dots, or rather not a progress, but my schedule for my blog and YouTube using dots in my traveler's notebook. But I wanted to kind of change it up and maybe use these stars. I'll also use colors, like color coding system in my something like a gratitude journal that I've been neglecting for a couple of months, but I want to pick up again, and I thought I might use this as well. So these are also by Recollections. There are 300 pieces, I think it says on the top. So there are 2 sheets in each pack, and I got them, I think one pack was maybe $3.50, something along those lines. Then I got very cute stickers. Some of them say weekend, like a boss, party time, unicorn. I just liked the unicorn, so. Plus they are in greenish, bluish, and purplish color scheme, which I really like, and hopefully I'll be using them. And they're transparent, which is great, because I actually like stickers that have transparent background, which means that I can stick them onto the white page and they will look very cute. And the last sticker sheet that I got is just one sheet, but it's just hilarious. Look at this. So these are absolutely hilarious. I don't even know which one is my favorite. I don't even know. Maybe this one, as if. Super cute. Cannot wait to, like, they're so sassy. It's adorable. Then, because I'm an adult and I buy whatever I want with my own money, I got myself this little fox. It's an Arctic fox. I do have an orange one, and I think it's pretty much the same size, so they will be friends on my shelf. And the last but definitely not least is a notebook that during our book club meeting, one of the guys mentioned bullet journaling, and we started to discuss who has bullet journals, what kind of journals they use, and he was just talking about how he set up his, or is setting up his bullet journal, and then he said, oh, I got it for $10 from Michael. So we were like, what? Because Leuchtturm is, I want to say, about $25 Canadian, and the specific bullet journal one is over 30, and this is a lot. I love those notebooks, don't get me wrong, I just love them. I'm not very into bullet journaling because I find it very tedious and I need to see a picture for a whole year ahead. Even though it's such a customizable, like, I love the concept and I love watching videos of people setting up bullet journals, and I follow a lot of Instagram accounts that are, you know, specifically bullet journaling and journaling in general, and I just wanted kind of like another notebook. So we went to Michael's, 4 of us, which was awesome in spite of my headache. And I got myself a journal. So this is by Artist's Loft. So I just assume it's like Michael's brand. I got it in this grayish color because all other colors, in my opinion, were a bit too bright. So I'll give you a very quick rundown. So this is dotted paper. 249 pages. I think it's pretty much the same as Leuchtturm. It says ink-proof paper, acid-free paper, lays flat, blank table of contents, page markers, and elastic enclosure band. So yes, we have elastic. I'm actually going to remove this because it's annoying me. And they also have versions in just, what do you call it, grid and just lined paper. Okay, so I have that off. Right off the bat, what I can tell you is that obviously the quality of the cover is not as good. Plus, it's slightly bendy. It's really, like, it's not that bad, but I don't have any Leuchtturm like nearby to reach out, but it's bendy slightly. It's not a big deal, but for some people it might be. So you open it up and oops, and here's the table of contents. I hope you can see. So there is nothing, no index, no nothing, doesn't say anything. Just a couple of blank pages, and then it just goes straight into the dot grid. So there are no, first of all, the dot grid goes almost up to the very edge of the page. The paper is really white, like it's like a print paper. It's really white. It's thin. I cannot really tell if it's thinner or not. Probably some stuff will bleed through. Most importantly, the pages are not numbered. However, for $9.99, or I think it's even $9 Canadian, it's a great alternative to everything else. And I just want to say that I know that some other paper brands, including, I believe, Indigo, sell hardcover ring-bound notebooks with dotted grid. and every single one I had a look at had a very thin paper. Leuchtturm has pretty good paper. It does bleed through with specific inks, as you know it, but this is an amazing alternative. I got this notebook not only because I wanted to kind of review it, but also because it's just like it's freaking cheap, and I love writing on a dot grid. It does lie flat, as you can see, so that's a plus. And also, yes, there are 2 ribbons. Okay, I did take one of my Leuchtturm notebooks, and I want to show you how well positioned dots are on the... Well, first of all, I hope my camera will be able to pick up the color difference. Oh, it does, of course. So this one is Leuchtturm, this one is Artist's Loft, but if you look at the dots, I hope you can see it. So these ones that go almost to the very edge, and there is a bit of like a margin here. Same margin here, but for some reason, big margin, almost no margin, big margin, but here it's kind of all evened out. So paper quality, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Maybe Leuchtturm is better. I mean, like paper thickness, but otherwise it's a very good alternative if you don't want to spend a lot of money and you don't know whether you're gonna like dot grid or if you're gonna use it. But oh, and about the flexibility, so you can see you can do this, but with this one, well, I can barely do it. Like, still, I mean, like, by the end of the day, any notebook is gonna be bendable, but this one is definitely much thicker and it's much better. And like I said, just very simple index. There is nothing here, but I'm excited to try it, and I will report what I'm gonna do with it. Oh yeah, and here we go. Here's the size. So this is the difference in the height, so to say, or length, and this is the difference in the width. So basically, Leuchtturm is more narrow and longer than this one, but thickness wise, I'm gonna look at the number of pages. Yeah, same amount of pages, 249 exactly, but the quality is obviously different. You can look at the corners and you will see what I'm talking about. Here we go. You can see the difference in quality. But still excited, and you see, I'm so tired, and after so I had a very tiring day yesterday. I was working from home, I was very stressed, I had to finish a project, I did not finish it, so potentially I'll probably have to do some actual work, like work from home over the weekend. And I went to the Christmas party, which was really far. I think I mentioned it already. It took me an hour to get there and an hour to get back. I went to bed past midnight, like at 1 o'clock, even though I left the party even before 11. I also had to talk to my mom late at night, and I woke up feeling not so great, which very often happens after a big like, you know, big parties, because I don't have a social anxiety per se, but I do feel, well, maybe I do actually, because I do feel extremely uncomfortable in very big crowds. And obviously if you invite all of the branches of our company into one place, it will be a very big huge crowd of people. It was very noisy. When I got there, I needed to change my shoes, and I wanted to leave my bag with like extra stuff and shoes in it, in a coat check, but they would not accept it, which stressed me out a lot because I didn't want to walk around with a huge bag at the Christmas party. And we also had a sit-down dinner, and it's just like everything. Oh, and it all started with me getting to a specific subway stop where we were supposed to be picked up by a bus, but there was no bus. So I had to take Uber. Thankfully, I met some other people and we took it together. And I was really stressed out about everything, like getting there, actually walking into the party, like that thing with a coat check that absolutely pissed me off. And yeah, and then I got to my table, and then I didn't know whether they could, like, I sent them my dietary restrictions, because right now with this diet I'm not allowed to eat gluten, lactose, sugar, and some specific carbs. So I asked for gluten-free, sugar-free, and lactose-free meal, and I did not know whether they will be able to accommodate it. So that stressed me out too. And when they started to serve the first meal, they were like, "Oh, here we go, here's the soup." I'm like, what is inside? Like, I don't know what is in that soup, if it's cream of potato, and they were like, cream of potato and leeks, and I cannot have leeks. So that stressed me out, and like the whole mingling and talking to people, and just, yeah. Oh, and I also had a bit of a failure with my hair, because I put in curlers and I hope that my hair will be all curly. Put a lot of product in it, and then it took ages to remove the curlers. My curls were not what I expected them to be, because some parts of my hair did not curl at all, even though I spent 4 hours in curlers with product in my hair. My hair was all like tacky. It still is. I need to wash my hair. I mean, like, it looks good. It still does look good, like, especially here, because it doesn't really, like, it's all in one place, so to say. But I just didn't like it. I was so stressed when I got there, and then I was stressing about leaving, how to get to the subway. Thankfully, I got a free ride with some of my colleagues. They were very nice to give me a lift, and that all stressed me out. And then I know that usually I get physically sick after I experience like that period of anxiety, like very bad anxiety and stress. So I woke up this morning, and because of the dry air, and that's another problem that I have, because of the dry air, I, like, everything in my nose and throat gets really dry. I get bloody nose on a daily basis from dry air. I do have a humidifier. I do not turn it on during the night because I'm just kind of not into it. I don't know why. But it just doesn't really help. And I woke up feeling as if everything was raw, like very raw. And breathing was like, it was hard to breathe. And because of, like, at the party last night, we had to yell to be heard over very loud music, even during dinner. I don't know why they kept the music so loud during dinner, because it just and yeah, so I knew I would kind of feel not so good. But then I woke up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna vlog, I'm gonna do stuff, and I was so pumped. And I got to the book club meeting, and then I started to develop headache, and I was like, shit, why did I not take my medication bag? Because it's just the worst thing, and it happens to me every single time. Whenever okay, maybe not every single time, but whenever I leave something important at home, I'll always need it later on. So yeah, and then we did a lot of walking in the cold, even though today is not as cold as it was a couple of days ago. I kind of went for a lighter jacket, and I also had this t-shirt and a cardigan on, and I thought, oh, that would be enough. But I was actually really cold walking around, and also breathing in the cold air also hurts, like my nose hurts. I'm not sick or anything. I'm just saying that it's not like I have cold symptoms. No, I don't. It's just that dryness, and I drank a lot of water. You might think that I'm dehydrated, but honestly, I drank so much water, it's ridiculous. I don't always do, I admit that, but today I drank a lot of water. And I went to Michael's, and I really wanted to enjoy it. It was so good there, but it's just all I wanted, just to get home. And now I feel like even it's hard to concentrate on things. Like I just want to lie down and close my eyes and maybe nap. But I should not be doing that at 5 p.m. because I know how it's gonna end. I will wake up at 9 and then be like up till midnight. But yeah, this is what happens to me. And when I'm in this state, when I'm physically, like I'm mentally exhausted from experiencing mostly anxiety for several hours, and then the following day I'm just physically exhausted too because of that, I cannot really do anything. I cannot read. I struggle with, well, definitely planning is hard because you have to think. I cannot write. I can just like browse online and do some small stuff. But yeah, I can like, I'm just so exhausted. That's why I decided not to go out again. So yeah. I was also actually disappointed in me when I got to the book club meeting and I was like, you know what? I have not read anything. Because our last meeting was on November 19th. So it was only 3 weeks. About that time. And yeah, I have not read anything. Sorry, I'm not losing voice. I'm just so tired. It's even hard to talk. I read somewhere online that this is called like mental exhaustion, brain fog. I don't know if it's a brain fog, but what I was going to say, I just want to say that I forced myself to go to that Christmas party, and I did enjoy parts of it. It's not like I hated absolutely everything. I enjoy dressing up, I enjoy putting on makeup, I enjoy taking pictures, and everyone loved my dress. I got this dress from Amazon. It was super cheap, but it was a retro style dress, and I was all dressed up, and I wanted to take pictures, like to show off my full-length dress. Unfortunately, it did not happen. And I like seeing my colleagues all dressed up, and you know, everyone is positive and happy, and happy to see each other and all of that. So I love that. I really enjoy it. The food was okay. I wouldn't call it anything super cool. It was edible, so to say, especially the gluten-free pasta, which was such a disappointment because the day before that I had an amazing gluten-free pasta, which was so freaking good. Oh my god. Anyway, I just want to say that if you know that in some cases the negatives would outweigh the positives, do not do it. I think if next time we will have party that far away, I would not go. And even though I do enjoy it to some extent, it just takes too much out of me, especially with this commuting, because I don't have a car. I actually don't have a valid driver's license. Well, actually I still do, but it expires in January because I need to take another level exam, but I have not, and I do not plan to. I can drive though. I have my old driver's license that still works, but whatever. So yeah, do not do something that can potentially affect your health. And 2, always bring your medication with you. Always. I should not be leaving house without Advil, because seriously, this headache was like, it was bad. It was not, I don't think it was migraine, but I still can feel parts of my head kind of being tender. I feel weak, exhausted, slightly confused, very hard to concentrate, talking is hard, and what else? Oh, I was feeling nauseous. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I was feeling nauseous right before, like, I got into my building, got into the elevator. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to throw up. Well, actually, my stomach was empty, so it wouldn't have happened, but I was really nauseous while I was going up in the elevator, and then I just came in, took 2 pills of Advil, and just flopped on my couch. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just go online and check my emails and respond to some people, and yeah. So I fell asleep on the couch, which should have been expected. But yeah, I napped for like an hour and a half, and then spent an hour in the couch just lying because I couldn't figure out when I needed to do next. And now it's 9 p.m. and I'm still tired and I'm very hungry. But before I turn this into another I'm complaining about my life plus a food blog, I'll show you how bad is my situation with library books. Seriously. Okay, so here is the pile of library books that I have checked out from my library. It's ridiculous. I also have Royal Bastards on my nightstand. So I have Black Witch that I need to return. Nixia, Autonomous. I picked this one up just on a whim. It's called The Girl Who Drank the Moon. The Wicker Cane, that I really want to read. The Enchantment of Ravens, also really want to read. The Stars Never Rise, I'll probably return. I don't know, I don't feel like reading it right now. How to Hang a Witch, I really want to read it, but I need to return it because it's due back to the library. Goliath, I'm amazed that I haven't read this one yet. I've been mentioning it in my wrap-ups. It's by Tom Gold, and it's a graphic novel. So then I have Midco by Garth Greenwell, which is like an accompanying novella for his other novel. Still, it's due back to the library. I still haven't read it. Same goes for What Did You Eat Yesterday? I have volumes 9, 10, and 12. I had to return number 11, so kind of sucks. Roseanne's Sketch Stories, no idea. It's also graphic, kind of like a graphic novel, or rather like sketchbook. It should not have taken me 3 weeks plus 3 weeks to read it, seriously. Then I have 2 other mangas. One is number 6, volume 1. Another one is Stray Dogs also volume number 1. Same thing, I'll probably return them, don't feel like reading them. And I have The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan because I really want to read it. However, still have not. Anna Dressed in Blood, same thing. And this one, look at this. I'm actually reading it. Still haven't finished it. I mentioned it in my book club meeting today. it's like a parody. Like her first book is more of a parody on the life-changing magic of Tidying Up by Mary Kondo, and I really loved Mary Kondo, and I really liked Sarah Knight's second book, which was about not giving shit. And now I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm not a fan of this one. So this is all I have here, and yeah, it's like, it's bad, seriously guys. I don't know, and I'm not sure what I want to read next. I also have here this very cute Christmas tree in a cube that I really want to try and grow. I have lavender and it is growing, so it is possible. I also have 2 letters from my friends, Christmas letters. I'm gonna read them probably on Christmas Day. So yeah, and also I need to free the space. I've never showed you my bookshelves because they're really messy, but this is the only space by the couch where I can put my little Christmas tree. So I need to figure out what to do with this pile. I think this turned out to be less of an exciting vlog or life in a day than I thought it would be. I did not expect to be hit by a headache, but this is life, right? So it is what it is. But before I close this vlog, I just want to say very quickly that 2 days ago something very unfortunate happened to me. I never thought it would happen, but I'm gonna mention it here just because it's Christmas time, everyone is doing shopping, and it's kind of important. So 2 days ago on Thursday, in the middle of the day, while checking my mobile app, my bank mobile app, to see if I got my salary, I saw that someone charged my credit card, and that was a very big charge. Someone used my credit card number to purchase something on Amazon, and the amount of money, it was over $2,700. It was astounding. I was absolutely shocked. I obviously immediately called my bank and they canceled the transaction, launched the investigation, and my credit card will be reissued. Hopefully I'll get it next week because my birthday is on Wednesday and I really want to get my credit card before then. But I was really in shock. I only ever use my credit card with trusted sellers. I purchase stuff on Amazon, Indigo, Book Outlet, Book Depository, all big companies. I do buy some other stuff occasionally, but usually on big websites. Like I used ASOS before, I used the Bay, I don't know, like I use pretty much, well, I use the booking.com for travel, I use airline companies, but they're all big companies. I also use my credit card to purchase other stuff like on Etsy and AliExpress, but I usually use PayPal for transactions. Same goes for Cineplex and some other websites, not because I don't trust them, but because I just find it easier to check out using PayPal. However, my credit card was not like, oh, someone accidentally, like your family member, used your Amazon account, or I don't know, something like you placed an order and you forgot. No, we're talking about $2,700. And the purchase was made on Canadian Amazon. I was really shocked, especially since I was not buying anything on Amazon, especially not for that much. And literally in the morning, nothing was there. And then in the middle of the day, there was that charge. It was still a pending transaction, and it would have been declined by the bank anyway, because honestly, I didn't have enough money on my credit card for that amount. But it still shocked me, and it got me thinking that how it could have happened. And the only 2 other companies that I use my credit card for are Foodora and Uber. And if you don't know, recently on the news they announced that Uber in Canada admitted to losing a significant chunk of their database information about their clients, personal information, private information, credit card information, about a year ago. And that was on the news just recently, I think like just last week or even this week. And I didn't even think about it, but I do use Uber. And I think this is probably the only way they could have gotten my credit card information. But I just wanted to say that and mention it because, first of all, nobody's safe when it comes to hacking. It can happen to anyone. Just be vigilant. First of all, where you use your credit card online, and obviously use trusted websites. Make sure your connection is secure. And since I use a Mac, I know that my connection is secure. Hashtag not sponsored by Apple, but still, it's an important part. And also make sure that you check your bank statement and your credit card statement, because you never know, they might charge you for something like a small amount and you'll never notice it because it's Christmas time and everyone's doing purchases. I think my camera is going to die now, so I'm closing this vlog, and thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you very soon. Bye. Oh, P.S. If you like this style of videos, let me know in the comments down below. I might do it again.